Welcome to another episode of The Brand Called You, a podcast and podcast show that brings you leadership lessons, knowledge, experience, and wisdom from thousands of successful individuals from around the world. I'm your host, Ashutosh Garg, and today I'm privileged to welcome a very accomplished professional turned entrepreneur in the world of agri-tech, and milk from a city near Bangalore, India, Mr. Shashi Kumar. Shashi Kumarji, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ashutosh. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Shashi is the founder and chief executive officer of Akshaykalpa Organic. Akshayakalpa has grown to become India's largest certified organic milk company, serving fresh and nutritious organic milk to more than 300,000 individuals daily in Karnataka, Telangana, and Tamil Nadu. So, my first question, and I'm sure you've been asked this many times, what inspired you to leave a successful career in technology to focus on organic dairy farming?
To be honest, sir, I don't know. Okay, but
Mm.
what we wanted to do was definitely not dairy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so around 27 people in Wipro, we used to get together and discuss a lot on how to change the way farming is done.
Right.
I think fundamentally, I was born in a farming family
Mm.
and good farming family, but my father struggled to give good education to all of us when we were children.
Mm.
But maybe not by talent, I should say, but we're in the cusp of technology revolution.
Mm.
Okay, and I became an engineer at the beginning of the technology revolution around 91, 92,
Mm.
more of an accident than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we saw what technology can change. Like this, we keep discussing how to make farming viable.
Mm.
So in those discussions came up, hey, why don't we just get started? That's a
Mm.
crazy idea. So we thought we all will go back to villages and we'll change farming.
Mm.
So we had no idea that we have to set up a organization. We need to do a for-profit like Akshayakalpa.
Mm.
So the idea was, is it possible that like my father had a land, but his farming was not profitable? Is it possible we can change that narrative? That's the whole
Mm.
idea what we got started Akshakalpa with. But more and more deeper we went into farming, we realized that it is not one lifetime's work. So we need to really start focusing on solving small problems.
Correct.
Maybe over a period of time it might become bigger.
Mm.
So we picked up soil management as the area where we should focus on.
Mm.
And then we started discussing if you go and tell farmers you want to do soil management and why you would encourage us.
Mm.
So then we thought we should do a dairy. Okay, dairy will give a regular cash flow to farmer,
Mm.
and we have access to dung. Using that one, we can make huge manure piles,
Mm.
and through which we'll intervention into soil management.
Mm.
So that's the whole premise of Akshayakalpa. So the technology, being fortunate, we have seen the world, and it was always back of the mind that farming is not viable. Can it change? That's the
Mm.
whole
How amazing.
Ashutosh.
How
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you. When I was preparing for my conversation and reading about you, I was fascinated to see the role of your co founder, Dr. GNS Reddy. Tell me a little bit about the role he has played in shaping Akshay Kalp's mission and approach.
It's crazy. Okay, so in 2001 now,
Hmm.
so Dr. D approached us saying that, hey, okay, you guys are in technology space. Okay, daily you are wasting a lot of money by drinking coffee.
Hmm.
Okay, so what you guys should do is the money you are spending in drinking coffee. Okay, can you give it to one initiative called Yuva Chetana?
Mm-hmm.
Basically giving energy to young people. Yuva Chetana.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, so what you wanted to do is go back to villages, encourage people to stay back in farming, young people,
Hmm.
through means of capacity building, exposure visits, okay, hand holding. So he was part of NGO called BIFE, Bharati Agro Industries Foundation.
Hmm.
So 1946, Gandhiji founded in Urali Kanchan, Pune. They had their operations in Tiptur, okay?
Mm.
And we started contributing around 27 people. So every month we started giving the money for 10 years
Mm.
till 2010.
Okay.
So, so that is the genesis of
Wow.
what we are doing today. Okay,
Mm.
he was instrumental in shaping our thoughts.
Mm.
In 2010, he told, hey, why don't you just get started? Why are you guys in the technology field? Come down, let's get started.
Mm.
So that's how that entire
How amazing.
yes.
How amazing. Thank you. But tell me a little bit more, Shashi, about Akshay Kalp and how do you empower small and marginal farmers to become successful entrepreneurs?
So it's a little bit of a conundrum, Ashutosh.
Mm.
So see, maybe if you just go 100 years back,
Mm.
okay, and just now think what is how the farming is done,
Mm.
okay.
Mm.
Most of the farming today, it
Mm.
is driven by inputs.
Correct.
You take seed as an input, you take manure as an input,
Mm.
you take spray as an input,
Mm.
okay, you take equipment as an input, technology as an input. Everything is taken as an outside input.
Mm.
So we put into farming. We expect some outcomes to come
Mm.
so that farmers can market and make some money.
Mm.
So we honestly know, okay, this is a very risky proposition for a farmer.
Mm.
While all the inputs will cost him money,
Mm.
okay, market is not guaranteed.
Mm.
Farming itself is risky.
Mm.
Weather is not under control, water, pests, nothing is under his control.
Yeah.
So actually, he's living a very risky life.
Mm.
If it happens, it's good. If it doesn't happen, he's in trouble.
Mm.
Okay. Now we started, okay, reimagining what is the economics of a farm.
Mm.
Okay, where the economics come from? Does it
Right.
come from input? Okay, or it's come from market?
Mm.
Where it surprisingly, if you just go 100 years back, the
Mm.
economics of a farm or economics of farming was driven by two important things.
Mm.
The farm was extremely diverse. For
Mm.
example,
Yeah.
if you grew a ragi is a finger millet,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, of southern part of okay India, it is
Mm.
grown.
Mm.
Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. It's a predominant finger millet crop.
Mm.
Along with finger millet, he grew six crops.
Mm.
Field beans was there, jowar was there, okay, little bit of a huchaldu was there, sasve was there, okay, and ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ alsande was there. So along with ragi, he grew it. Basically, entire nutritional basket of a farmer was met.
Mm.
Both proteins
Mm.
and carbohydrates was met with ragi one crop.
Mm.
But what will it happen now? Along with ragi, we just don't grow anything else other than ragi.
Mm.
So this I will call it as a diversity of a farm.
Mm.
Diversity is forgotten.
Yeah.
Then second aspect which added into was ecology.
Mm.
You don't understand. Ecology is soil, ecology is microbes, ecology is soil organic carbon, ecology is people, ecology is animals,
Mm.
ecology is the trees, ecology is the crop, ecology is everything in and
How
around
amazing.
is
Yeah.
ecology.
Mm.
Okay. This diversity and ecology in combination will lead into economics.
Mm.
So that is our learning. Okay. Now to your question, how do we engage farmers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So we need to really take them step by step process. Okay, into diversifying the farms
Mm.
and becoming ecologically sensitive when you farm.
Mm.
Then economics will add up.
Mm.
It should not be input driven. It should be diversity driven and ecologically sensitive driven.
Mm.
So this is the fundamental step we do.
Mm.
So how do we do it? The question is, yes, conceptually looks
Yeah.
good. How do we do it? Okay.
Mm.
The entrepreneurship journey is amazing. First, we need to solve farmer. This modern world needs cash.
Right.
We need to solve the cash problem.
Mm.
So this is okay. Ecology and diversity is good, but let's solve the cash problem. Once the way the dairy can happen is daily cash flows can happen.
Mm.
We did a very structured dairy, science-based dairy.
Mm.
Then dairy gave on an output called dung.
Mm.
Okay, that using dung, we started making manure. Dung in itself, excuse me, dung in itself is not a good manure.
Mm.
Dung, along with combination of agricultural waste, some mulch, green this one, you can make very good manure piles.
I see.
Okay, so that's how we started. Solve the cash problem and also get access to something to manage the soil.
Hmm.
Once we started managing the soil, ecological aspect becoming where started addressing one by one.
Hmm.
Soil carbonic went up, microbes in the soil went
Hmm.
up.
Hmm.
We started cutting external inputs as manure.
Hmm.
All these aspects started coming, and we started integrating crops. For
Hmm.
example, we integrated dairy, we integrated backyard poultry. Beauty of backyard poultry, why we introduced was when we started making manure, we realized manure was lacking nitrogen.
Hmm.
Where do you get nitrogen? So either you can go to a chemical factory and get a nitrogen bag and throw
Hmm.
it,
Hmm.
or we introduced backyard poultry for chicken poop.
Mhm.
Now we collect chicken poop and we give it as a top dressing. Once the crop is done, it becomes a top dressing. So
Hmm.
therefore, we introduced backyard poultry
Hmm.
and we introduced beekeeping. Okay, we introduced little bit of a greens and vegetables. Okay, we introduced little bit of a mushrooms. Okay, we introduced little bit of a polyhouse based rice bed programs.
Hmm.
So slowly we diversified farms to have 6 to 7 market facing entities
Right.
while we continue to solve this cash problem and the ecology problem.
Hmm.
This is exactly how we take him in that path of ecology and diversity journey using dairy.
Hmm.
Akshayakalpa technically is not a dairy company. A lot of
Hmm.
people misunderstand
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't do dairy. Honestly, we don't do dairy.
Hmm.
Dairy is just one tool for us to solve cash problem and get access to good quality dung. That's it. So
Amazing.
that is the path we take farmer in.
Amazing. So, since you just mentioned you don't do dairy, my next question is that, and I did prepare a few questions for you on milk itself. But since you are an organic milk supplier, how are you different from so many other conventional dairy farming organizations?
See, Ashutosh, one thing we need to understand,
Hmm.
is the input driven system. Right now we are running farming.
Hmm.
Dairy farming is no exception.
Correct.
Feed for a cow comes from outside, concentrate feeds,
Hmm.
antibiotics usage, aflatoxins,
Hmm.
and cow management. Keep cows tied and tethered forever. Okay, you don't feed the cow. See, if you can't drink the water, cow should not drink that water. So most of the dairy in India right now is in such a bad state,
Hmm.
full of antibiotics, full of aflatoxins.
Yeah.
Cows are tied and tethered 24 bar 7, 365 days. They
Hmm.
don't get access to good food. Okay, they don't
Hmm.
access to clean water.
Hmm.
The question here is, can
Hmm.
we change this narrative?
Right.
Okay, this is what we have done in Akshakalpa.
Hmm.
Cows are never tied, not tethered. Antibiotic usage is minimum. If it all used, it is segregated.
Hmm.
Aflatoxins don't enter into the food system at all.
Hmm.
Okay, so calf rearing is given a precedence.
Hmm.
Okay, the cow rearing or cow comfort takes utmost precedence.
Hmm.
When you create these conditions, that is how this milk is produced in Akshakalpa.
Hmm.
That is where the differentiator. Okay, for a consumer to really understand, it is full of nutrition, aflatoxins, no antibiotics. Okay, and they are willing to pay premium for that.
Hmm.
So versus a conventional milk,
Hmm.
which sans any of these traits. So that's how we differentiate ourselves,
How
Ashutosh.
interesting. How interesting. And you also talk about ensuring the quality and nutritional value of your organic milk. Tell me a little bit more about this.
So beautiful, no? If a cow is not fed with a good nutrition,
Hmm.
how do you expect milk to have a nutrition?
Correct.
We need to get into science of animal nutrition.
Hmm.
So the nutrition has to be grown in those farm
Hmm.
where the farmer is farming. So that's the first step in ensuring the milk is nutritious.
Hmm.
Okay, fat and protein is very good.
Hmm.
Second aspect is in terms of when the nutrition is getting delivered,
Hmm.
cows get into trouble. Let me say you treat with an antibiotic.
Hmm.
If you infuse 100 ml of antibiotic into cow,
Hmm.
60 ml comes out in milk. Can you believe it?
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, then consumers consume that. Can we change that? So in terms of how the milk is nutritious,
Mm.
nutrition with lacking, which doesn't have antibiotics.
Mm.
And the cow feed today, it's full of aflatoxins. Aflatoxins is a boost. Boost is, if you really look at mold growth, no,
Mm-hmm.
that is aflatoxins. That is
Okay.
carcinogen. It's very dangerous for the
Mm.
liver. Okay, liver get destroyed. Okay, and the process we get into cancer. Okay,
Mm.
now can we ensure milk without aflatoxins?
Mm.
We are doing that. That a nutrition without aflatoxins. While proteins and vitamins, and the fat, it's protected. That's the energy part of it, lactose. Okay, it needs to be ensuring that it is not contaminated with aflatoxins,
Mm.
contaminated with antibiotics, and of course, um, cow health is predominantly taken care. Okay, cow comfort is taken care.
Mm.
That's how the nutritional value post. Okay, for example, once you ensure this, then there are a couple of challenges. Okay,
Mm.
one thing is, how do we collect the milk? Currently in India, when you milk a cow, the urine, dung, the hair, everything gets into the milk.
Mm.
Okay, so can we are right now machine milk on our farms, it's mandatory to machine milk
Mm.
so that these aspects can be removed.
Mm.
Then immediately after milking, what you do?
Mm.
So each and every farm has a small chiller, 50 liters, 100 liters, 200 liters. Immediately after milking, milk gets chilled to 4 degrees so that the lactose, which is the energy part, in the milk, gets preserved. Bacteria doesn't go and eat off lactose. They don't produce lactic acid.
Mm.
So therefore, the nutritional value is exactly intact. Immediately after milking, we are chilling. In a
Mm.
conventional systems, post milking, chilling happens after 4 hours.
Mm.
Most of the lactose is gone, eaten by bacteria and converted
Mm.
into lactic acid. So
Mm.
this is how the Akshayakalpa milk is nutritionally different
Mm.
from how the milk is produced by the cows. Once the milk is produced, how it is handled at a farm level.
Mm. Very interesting. But another perspective is that from a consumer or a customer perspective, how are they reacting to Akshay Kalp's organic milk, and what is the kind of feedback you are receiving?
Yeah, Shitosh, when we started now, so I
Mm.
told you it's a crazy idea by 27 people from Wipro.
Yeah.
We had no money.
Mm.
Okay, technically we had no money. All our life savings we put in.
Mm.
Okay, and most of us, and the process became bankrupt. Okay, that's secondary. Okay,
Mm.
but in the lack of money,
Mm.
how did we tell customers what we are doing?
Mm.
We started selling milk in February 11th, 2012.
Mm.
18 liters of milk. My
Mm.
co-founder, Dr. GNS Reddy, and myself,
Mm.
we stood in Krishnarao Park in Bangalore,
Mm.
came from Tiptur on a train, in a insulated bag holding that milk, and we sold with a distributor. Okay,
Mm.
18 subscriptions we sold.
Mm.
From that day, we started telling, to understand what is milk, please visit our farmers. That's exactly how we educated
Wow.
consumers.
Wow.
Calling them, they came.
Mm.
They came. The best part is they came. Just to give a simple example, last financial year, we
Mm.
took 25,000 customers of Akshayakalpa to visit our farmers.
Amazing.
Okay, so that's how we communicated to farmers. Their the love, no, they've been lifelong converts after seeing what's happening there.
Mm.
So that's how it is. Customer reactions has been extremely good, but right now we are, as I told, we are not a milk company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we are a farming company. Milk is just an output of
Correct.
some of the interventions.
Absolutely.
So therefore, we are supply constrained. We might be
Mm.
biggest,
Mm.
but we can't produce a lot of milk,
Mm.
unless it is planned structurally.
Mm.
So for example, tomorrow comes and asks, I need 1,000 liters more.
Mm. I've lost your voice. I can't
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
So what I was saying is, even tomorrow somebody comes and
Mm.
says, I need 1,000 liters of milk.
Mm.
We don't have it.
Mm.
It needs to be structurally planned.
Mm.
Okay, so that farmers know how to do this properly.
Mm.
So that's how the journey of customer reactions, and it's very important we take customers to source of food. I fundamentally believe
Mm.
one is marketing. How do you market? Just take them where it is.
Mm.
That's the easiest. People say, who has time? Of
Yeah.
course, you need to have time
Mm.
to understand your own food. It's your life. What we are today is what you eat.
Hmm.
If you don't have time to even to understand what you eat, so then it's a questionable. What consumer is doing is actually questionable.
Amazing. Well said. I have time for two more questions for you. My next question is: you believe that the material well being is every farmer's birthright. How do you instill this belief in your team and your partners?
See, very, very pertinent question. In this modern world, no, we can talk a lot of
Correct.
philosophy, but unless you put up money on people's hand or
Hmm.
farmers' hand,
Hmm.
it is nothing going to get solved. In
Yeah.
my opinion, it will just remain as a tough.
Hmm.
So what we have done is what we have written on what is called as a big audacious hairy goal document,
Hmm.
okay, for farmer engagement.
Hmm.
So we need to ensure after
Hmm.
2 years we get onboarded, every farmer should earn 100,000 rupees a minimum.
Right.
That's it. Okay. And we have ensured that. So therefore, we don't have any sales targets for farmers.
Hmm.
We sell zero to farmers.
Hmm.
Okay. But we make them wealthy. So that's
Hmm.
what, okay, the fundamental philosophy we work at.
Hmm.
Since people don't have a sales targets to go to farmers, they're not selling seeds, they're not selling anything else. It's a development focus. There's a beautiful model wherein which you're not selling anything, okay, to make your livelihood. You are actually trying to change the way farming is done.
Hmm.
That's how the internal story we sell.
Hmm.
Okay, you need not sell anything to farmer, but you have to farmer has to make money.
Hmm.
So that's the fundamental part. Second part is marketing teams.
Hmm.
What marketing teams do? They need to go and understand the farmer challenges,
Hmm.
communicate that one effectively, okay, to consumers. This is the challenge space we are trying to address. We need your help.
Hmm.
That's exactly how, okay, we are changing this entire narrative, Ashutosh.
Very nice. Very nice. And my last question for you: you lead a very, very simple life. How do you balance simplicity in your own life with the complexities of running such a large organization?
So it's again a personal choices, Ashutosh. We
Hmm.
can't dictate that one to everybody.
Hmm.
So it is almost 15 years I bought my clothes. Okay.
Hmm.
Every time that cloth is torn, Shilpa, my wife goes and gets one. Okay. And so I think it's a personal choice. We can't
Correct.
say whatever it is.
Hmm.
But running a big organization actually is fairly complex.
Hmm.
Okay. For
Yep.
example, I'm not the biggest salary taker in the company.
Hmm.
Okay. So I've taken that path. Okay. As to lead life, you don't need a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we just need a lot of people who can solve good problems.
Hmm.
So that's exactly how we have put the teams together. I
Hmm.
think that has distilled. For example, when you're traveling, so we use trains. Okay, no flights. Okay, unless you're traveling to Delhi.
Hmm.
Okay, where 3 4 days are required. You go to Hyderabad, Mumbai. Okay, or Chennai. Okay, or Pune. You just make
Hmm.
sure you use train and go travel. Keep things simple. Plan advance. So I think the very simple etiquettes like that. Use public transport,
Hmm.
okay, and as much as possible. Everybody up should have a metro card, okay, and we buy the metro card actually. We just say metro card, hey, this is a metro card for Bangalore, metro card
Hmm.
for Chennai, metro card for Hyderabad. Okay,
Hmm.
this is how it is. Okay, so therefore you travel. So we can reduce a lot of wastages which happen in terms of owning the bikes, cars. There are a lot of complexities, Ashutosh, in modern world.
Hmm.
But I'm
Hmm.
not saying that everybody should take that
Yeah.
path, but it's a personal choice.
Amazing. Amazing. And on that note, Shashi, I just want to say what an incredible journey you have had, and there's so much to look forward to. Thank you for talking to me about Akshay about the role that Dr. Reddy has played in your life. Thank you for talking to me at such length about farmers and how you are actually empowering them, not just with money, but with so many other skills and so much other inputs for them to be able to farm better. Um, I was fascinated when you told me that Akshayakalpa is now no longer not a milk company but an agricultural company, and that is something which I didn't pick up when I was reading about you. But thank you for that, and thank you for talking to me about how you build teams and how you lead your own simple life, which you said is a choice. Thank you for speaking to me, and good luck to you.
Thank you, Ashutosh. Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to the Brand Called You videocast and podcast, a platform that brings you knowledge, experience, and wisdom of hundreds of successful individuals from around the world. Do visit our website www.tbcy.in to watch and listen to the stories of many more individuals. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search for the brand called You.